Well, hello, vinyl community people. It's Mike, MGK Boston, back with another video. Today, I'm jumping on a thread that I've seen a couple of people respond to. I don't know who originated this, so forgive me for that. I saw Mega Jeff, Hard Rock Vinyl, post an entry. Well, not an entry, just a video, because it's not a contest, it's just a thread. And the other one I saw was my friend John D down at Down Under Tunage. That's my terrible Australian accent. Right there, terrible. Anyway, the theme of this thread is say cheese. So everybody there has to be a smiling face somewhere on the album sleeve, is my understanding. So I just grabbed 12 albums. This was pretty easy to do. Mega Jeff said his was tough because he's mostly into really heavy stuff. So there's not a lot of smiling going on in the hard rock, heavy metal world, apparently. So anyway, without further ado, let's begin. Speaking of cheese, look at this. Al Hirt, live at Carnegie Hall. I like Al Hirt. I've shown him before. Great trumpet player from New Orleans. And this set recorded live at Carnegie Hall, I want to say about 1964, 1965. There he is on the back, having a smoke. That's what you do before you play the trumpet. It's good for the lungs, opens them up. It's Al Hirt, live at Carnegie Hall. And of course, he's all smiles right there. We got here, we got the Blasters from California. I believe they're from Los Angeles area, featuring the two brothers, Phil Alvin and Dave Alvin. Dave Alvin on lead guitar. And this is a live set over there. Yeah, live in London, over there, across the pond, as they say. So the smiling photo here is, where is it? Yeah, there's Dave Alvin. He's all smiles right there, because he's playing his guitar live and he's having a good time doing it. So that's the Blasters over there. All right, diving into a little jazz. It's the great Latin, I call him Latin jazz player. He was not a Latino guy, but he favored the samba and bossa nova. Excellent player, one of my favorite jazz guitarists of all time. And here they say on the back, Charlie is the champ. So this is a trio he had here. He had his brother, Joe Bird, playing bass, and another guy, Billy Reichenbach, on drums. So again, it's the Charlie Bird Trio, Traveling Man. And the release date on this one, I want to say 1965. Yeah, and this was live recording at a club called the Showboat in Washington, D.C. And there he is, all smiles. Keep smiling, right? All right. Jumping genres. Here is the Mrs. Call it Mrs. Marty Stewart, because she's now married to Marty Stewart. Another one of my favorites in the world of country and western. And this is the greatest hits compilation. This is the best of Connie Smith, Volume 2. I do not have Volume 1, so here's Volume 2. So Connie's all smiles because she's cranking out the hits, and this is 1970. Does a great version of this, of Cry, Cry, Cry. I don't know who did the original of that one, but she does a good version of it on here. Don't Feel Sorry for Me, and another song called Burning a Hole in My Mind. This is a great collection. And then just a promo on the back for some of the artists that were on that division of RCA. All right, and what do we have here? We have Cream with their last album. I think they're smiling because they all hated each other at this point. The release date on this one, 1969. This is a combination of studio material and live cuts. Speaking of the live cuts on here, the version of I'm So Glad clocks in at 9 minutes, 11 seconds. It's great. There they are. Okay, there's Ginger. There's Eric, and there's Jack Bruce. So the three of them smiling again because they were not getting along and they were parting ways. So that's Cream. Goodbye. Love it. All right. Here's another smiling guy. It's Dave Brubeck. A lot of jazz in this video somehow. Anyway, this is a box set, one of those Book of the Month things. Of course, I picked this up used along the way. I don't know how many are in this set. It's called Early Fantasies. Nice, comes with this nice book. Photos on the inside. And you got Dave Brubeck right there with Paul Desmond, who was in the original Dave Brubeck Quartet, later replaced by the name escapes me. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The other sax player. Don't you hate that? Dave Brubeck, Early Fantasies. He's smiling because he's sold a ton of records at this point. Again, the release date on this one is 1980. All right. And a little pop music from the 80s. It's the Go-Go's. This is Beauty and the Beat. Beauty and the Beat. I almost said Beast. no beasts here, just hot chicks. And there they are, rub-a-dub-dub, 5 of them in a tub, and a couple of them are smiling here. There's lead vocalist Belinda Carlisle, just smelling the roses right there. What do we got here? Here's another laugh and a half. It's the great king of funk. It's James Brown. This is live at the Apollo Theater. Recorded, as it says, 2 nights over September 13th and 14th, 1972, with his fabulous review. There it is. So this is a double LP set. This was released, this is a repressing, I want to say, from 2016. I think this is one of those record store days. I did buy this brand new a couple of years ago. I really like James Brown. A little too much talking in between the songs on this one for me, because it's his whole review. I like it when he just gets down and plays music, but this is still, I'm going to keep this. I've only listened to it a couple of times. I may give it another spin today and just make a decision whether or not I'm going to keep it or not. But for the purposes of this video, there he is, and he's smiling. It's the late, great James Brown. Get down with James Brown. All right. Okay, so it was my dad. My dad would have been 95. This past week was his birthday, and I always think of a lot of the loungy music here, including Burke Camper. My parents love this stuff, and I don't mind it either. Like I've said before, I'm not shy about it or embarrassed about it, whatever the word. This is just a really funny cover, and when I saw a couple of videos, like I said, Down Under Tunage and Mega Jeff's, I thought of this one immediately because it's just hilarious. This guy, and he's got his chick, and they're on the beach. This is 1964. Of course, why wouldn't you be smiling, right? Because you're living it up, and you're on the beach, right? You're going to go for a swim with your beautiful date. And, yeah, it's just good times on the beach. And yeah, it's living it up with Burke Camper. Almost at the end here, folks. It's Neil Young. This is his 12th studio release from 1978, Comes a Time. And he's smiling right there. He was often a serious guy, but he's smiling right there. And this is a really great album. Kicks off with Going Back. Peace of Mind is a good track on here. Motorcycle Mama. And he does a great version of 4 Strong Winds on here as well. That's an Ian Tyson song, another Canadian guy that wrote that. So, yeah, it Comes a Time, Neil Young. Still smiling, Neil. And lastly, it's the great Nick Lowe. He's backed up on this one by, I think, former members of Rockpile. I don't know if Dave Edmunds plays on this one or not. This is Labor of Lust, like the title says, from 1979. And, of course, the big single on this one was Cruel to Be Kind. Switchboard Susan's another one on here I like. Love So Fine's good. It's just really good. I call this power pop, I guess. Yeah, it's just not your average pop music. I guess you'd call it power pop, like I just said. So it's Nick Lowe, and it's Labor of Lust, 1979. And wow, this is a short video for me. I wasn't too chatty, I guess. Anyway, jump on this thread. It's Say Cheese, smile for the camera. All these artists are smiling, so I'm smiling too because it was a fun video to do. It was really easy and it was fun. So anyway, yeah, let me know if you jump on this thread. It's an easy one, and I'd love to see your video. And yeah, and I'll just see you all next time.